Good morning children. Today we are going to learn about in 10th class second chapter respiration. Before going to the topic, we have to learn the definition of respiration as well as the meaning of the word respiration. See here, respiration. Actually, the term respiration is in English word. It is English word. This word is derived from Latin language, that is respire. Respire is Latin word, which means to breathe. Respire means to breathe. This is the meaning of the word respiration. Now, what is the definition of respiration process? See here, the food materials like carbohydrates, proteins and fats are oxidized or break down to release energy is called respiration. The food materials like carbohydrates, proteins and fats are oxidized, breakdown of food to release energy is called respiration. This is the definition of respiration process. It leads to final utilization of the food. Means the process of respiration leads to final utilization of food in our body. Okay, see here, in the world there are two types of organisms are there. One is unicellular organisms, another one is multicellular organisms. Unicellular organisms means the organisms which are made up of single cell. Those are called unicellular organisms. Example, amoeba, paramecium, euglena. Whereas multicellular organisms, the organisms which are made up of many cells, such type of organisms are called as multicellular organisms. Each and every organism requires food material for their survival. For the living of organisms, it requires food material. In first chapter, we learned different types of food components. In second chapter, they introduced how the food materials are utilized by our body. How can be utilized by our body? The food materials can be break down, then release energy. This is the respiration process. When the food materials break down, gradually it releases energy in our body in the form of ATP. Energy is released in the form of ATP, means adenosine triphosphate. Adenosine triphosphate, that is ATP. Means the total energy stored in the ATP. This is about the definition of respiration process. Actually, in the 14th century, we called it as breathing. In 14th century, it was called as breathing process. Now, in this century, we call as, after 18th century onwards, we call it as respiration process or respiration. What is the main difference between breathing and respiration? See children, breathing means inhalation and exhalation of air. That is called breathing process. See, this process is called as breathing. Means taking oxygen to release carbon dioxide is called as breathing. Or taking air or release air. That process is also called as breathing. What is respiration? Food mates can be broken to release energy is called as respiration process. It is a process involving passage of air and the production of the body heat. In this process, in the respiration process, mainly involving two processes. One is passage of air. Air is passing. Nostrils, nose, pharynx, larynx, trachea, after lungs. From the lungs, it passes through the blood. It reaches each and every cell. That is the passage of air from external environment into our body. Okay. Next one is production of heat in our body. When this process occurs in our body, a little amount of heat energy also produced. Once keep your fingers in front of your nose. Just release your air. When we release the air, it releases a little amount of heat energy also. That is the heat. This heat energy produced in the process of respiration. Next, regarding this chapter, we have to discuss a few scientists' names and their contributions and their work. See, Lavoisier, he was a famous chemist. He was worked on different types of properties of gases, especially on air and respiration process even. How the respiration process occurs in the animals and the properties of gases. Finally, he was concluded that exhalation air contains carbon dioxide. During respiration process, he was concluded that exhalation of air contains carbon dioxide. Is it correct? Exactly, it is correct. When we release the air into the atmosphere, that gas is called carbon dioxide. Yes, see that. Again, Lavoisier, he kept the names of the carbon dioxide. Carbon dioxide also called as a fixed air and chalky acid gas. Fixed air and chalky acid gas. He worked on properties of air, either carbon dioxide or oxygen. For oxygen, he was called as elastic fluid and a respirable gas. Finally, Lavoisier explained about properties of gases and respiration process which occurs in animal's body. Next scientist is John Draper. He worked on human physiology. Human physiology means the functioning of organs. See, many organs are there in your body. Okay, many organs. Lungs, liver, brain, kidneys. Many organs are there. John Draper explained about functioning of these organs. For example, kidneys are there. Kidneys helps in filtering of the blood. Heart is there, circulating blood into our body. Lungs are there, exchange of gases. These are the functioning of organs, that is called as a physiology. Here John Draper is the scientist which was explained about human physiology, organs and their functions. He was belongs to 19th century. Next, Joseph Priestley. He was a very famous biologist. Plants restore the air. Plants restore the air. Means plants releases oxygen into the atmosphere. What animals are releasing? Gases like carbon dioxide, which takes by the plants. Plants releases oxygen for us. This statement was given by Joseph Priestley. Next, Lavoisier done some experiments in the second chapter. See, 2 experiments are there. Listen, these 2 experiments are very easy. See, this is the first experiment, Lavoisier experiment 1. This is the bell jar. This is the water trough, just a bowl. This bowl contains water. We have to collect a few charcoal or charcoal powder. We have to put into this plate or water trough. When we heat this charcoal powder, which releases carbon dioxide into the bell jar. Okay. This is the bell jar. This is the water trough. Contains water. Put a little amount of charcoal powder in the water trough. When we heat this charcoal powder, releases gas, that is called carbon dioxide. This is done by Lavoisier. It is the first experiment. Means if we heat any material like metals, it releases carbon dioxide. This is first experiment. Second experiment. He has taken bell jar. This is the bell jar. We have to put some phosphorus. When we heat this phosphorus, when we burn this phosphorus, it releases carbon dioxide. Okay. But for burning of this phosphorus, which helps some amount of air. Is it air or elastic fluid? He doesn't know. Some elastic fluid is there in the air or in the atmosphere. That elastic fluid or air helps to burning of phosphorus. In the atmosphere contains elastic fluid or air. Whatever it may be, either elastic fluid or air, which helps burning of phosphorus process. For burning, elastic fluid is helps. For burning of phosphorus, which helps elastic fluid or air. that is maybe respirable air. These two experiments done by Lavoisier. Okay, these three are scientists which are giving contribution to the respiration process. Okay, children, thank you. Remember definition of respiration. Respiration means the food materials like carbohydrates, proteins, fats are oxidized or breakdown to release energy is called as respiration. Thank you.